This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Justice is right.
All right?
Yes.
By I didn't know Bashi Jamikaga.
Okay.
For saying say Afcon and a major tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
The moment you say Afcon is not a major tournament, the discussion changes from the context of justice. So all the justice the NBMA, you extend the discussion. Afcon any major tournament a different discussion. A DNM Afcon any major tournament see different discussion. That is my understanding of it.
We say because Afcon any major tournament or
okay. I want to discuss Afcon any major tournament. No? And I'm not speaking for him, but I was looking at the tournament itself. One reasons that Jim Carragher the kind. I will just look at the Afcon. So I say Afcon a major tournament. But one reasons or the kind. Maybe now your opinion on that. And if this is the reason, Jim Carragher can say Afcon any major tournament. Yeah, he's right because said you any Euros now. Rodri, he has no business to be part of the top 10 players last. He has no business to be part of the top 10 players in the game last season.
Wow.
And even Euros, he wasn't even the best player.
Did his own deserve?
No.
Ballon d'Or.
Rodri. Yeah. Was he the best player in the Spanish team? No. Was he the best player in the Manchester City team? No. It was just a grand scheme against Vinicius Junior, and let's give it to Rodri. You know, he wasn't the best in any of the teams. Fabian Russo ball or boy, Daniel Olmo ball or boy, and even a Rodri ball in the tournament. He had just one man of the match in the tournament against Georgia. And only had a Rodri in our tournament. Even in the finals, Uprai or Boka Uprai, he was not the best player for the finals. Why naming him as the best in the game? And you know, I'm Jitum Sauti Jimmy Carragher Diana. Cristiano Ronaldo won 1 Euros. He won several Ballon d'Or. Oshela and Messi at his peak, or G Coupa America say he won several Ballon d'Or. But so far Coupa America jinaha, now for European tournament jinaha, now for Afcon jinaha. And yet the Memi and the Madrid yemi, but the we are said the European tournament. The mileage at the Bemau, a dear at the Bemau, baby a do bedruno, and said you. Young players or marine Afcon tournament, even on what the level. Some George Oporia did not want Afcon. Liberia and Afcon. He won the Ballon d'Or. But look at Samuel Eto'o. He's the African player who be pushing it to that level and say, "Okay, far." He won the Afcon in 2000, won the Afcon in 2002, and he was an integral member of that team. But at the end, it didn't do it. Now the competitors no beating me on one. Was the Afcon good enough to push his competitors to a certain level and then go beat me and baby? But a European tournament, and I said, "You, or yeah, it would have been a different story." And it's a shed the Jimmy Carragher cano based on these 3 major tournaments. There, said you say, "Oh, Europeans and the share. Omona, sir, French magazine journalists to you talk about the mileage." Said you, we're talking about a lot of competition, of course, in all. Say about Premier League, say about Spanish La Liga, about Italian Serie A. Na you know about Afcon tournament. I say Europeans na omo koto abano. Omo doors no. Omo na what that PR. But so almost how do say no mo di actually. Fine few they follow the Africa competition. And say do ye players are ye jiju almost so omo bomb modern in Africa. How many of them? Oji Afcon and found go baby. And yes, I can manage Afcon. You know, straight away in Quebec compete. Say money edge Europa. Eurosa. Quebec competing for the best player in the game. But in no. So from that perspective, you agree. Say Europeans and also almost for competition a year bar Afcon away toward the mom. And only say ye Afcon you holding a high esteem. But almost holding a high esteem. In this answer.
Wow. Okay, say top 10 in Europe, Crano, Rodri. You said that?
Yes, sir, I said that.
Now, because of Vini Jr.
Just a grand scheme again.
Yes, and Untra.
Yes.
DNT and FIFA best, no, but second. And Crano gap, neck credit.
It is because some
Ballon d'Or, I win him. I say, yeah. FIFA best, or second. Imagine neck.
So, one. And I didn't know one. Yes, I'm Crofona. Into what is the difference? Europeans no push na omo anti any different yeah.
So how come say Vini never win here?
Vini won because you know
if say omo
no the American said no and I say the points were close. I'm saying that those people that push Rodri are the same people, but you have different disparities from different group and almost account. In as much as those numbers no increase you and it also tells you say no so different diversion altogether. And say Joe, award that you can award in so no. You be apart from BBA and so much the panel be until you cannot tell me the French magazine any influence apart from the vote any influence also. For me, the FIFA for now and some influence also. And they look at the two overall the one who perform. And I think that FIFA realized that within the calendar year they are born so let's give it to him.
Enti only Jamaica ga ya adwen Afcon no the weight no
Emfa on your Ballon d'Or. Wow. Emfa on your Ballon d'Or.
Doc, the discussion also no.
Yeah, General. They did kind of Utie Jimmy Callagher, Ninsem na Okana. First, Afcon no Semetenasi ya or friend say enye major tournament. That is one discussion. Then whether the Afcon winning the Afcon will be timid Waji Ballon d'Or or not, and so see another one. I would disagree with Jimmy Callagher on any day said the Afcon is not a major tournament. Because it's a more Salah to me a Ballon d'Or and African Cup of Nations says so a major tournament. By that contest, your understanding is that he doesn't see the Afcon as a major tournament. And we are talking about football here. So you World Cup with free honoma per FIFA and the BBA, the next in line the continental national trophies. Europe for Mudia, South America for Mudia, Africa for Mudia. In fact, Copa America crowd or my no moya makuma could do Mukofan for free abontinka crabeka and san mabono. They cherish and value it. Afcon, you are talking about 54 countries. Yes, I agree. Said the level of football on the continent and yet comparable to the Europe. But Afcon, the born Cote d'Ivoire, the end team say most of the players are the players playing in top-notch leagues in Europe. And the publicity in how it happened, no. Obian to me can't say that Afcon is not a major tournament. But whether winning the Afcon, ever winning Ballon d'Or, no, another thing. I don't think so. Be because winning Afcon, no, Koema Ballon d'Or. Near Mo Salah, with Liverpool. So no Mubo League, no Bon Humodin, because one tournament cannot win you Ballon d'Or. We look at your performance at the club level and then your national team. So my understanding of Callagher, what he was saying is, first of all, Mo Salah on to me Kobo Euro Championship, on to me Kobo or the saying Copa America, and be on to me Kobo. And you see zeroing in the major title not to only Champions League and I say the Premier League. Because come major tournament, Mo Salah say a continental at the end our friend major tournament Europe they own to me more South America they own to me more Asia the Africa they no bebo. So if Africa they any major next or winning major tournament then probably you are only calling the Champions League and maybe the Premier League as your major tournament.
Yeah, it means a players in the performance saying what Afcon you recognize you at a world level.
General, I say perform your Afcon. Now perform your club. I can't. And the two.
Yeah.
And the entire Mo Salah din eba for Ballon d'Or. They say to me say club level he's performing. And Akasa Obenya major tournament. And the guy is saying say Afcon no major tournament. And I'm saying say if he's performing at the club level no titles are major, probably the Premier League and the Champions League. So he's basically telling us so anye or the saying Premier League and now anye Champions League. He hasn't won a major tournament. Generally, nobody will agree say Premier League is a bigger winning Premier League a bigger and a better achievement than winning an Afcon.
In the eyes of Sanko for sanity.
And you feel so
General Kobebi. Have you Jericho baby?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those who vote.
Yes.
Because you can't tell me say Premier League is bigger than the Afcon.
Rodri,
General Rodri, he did a lot. We are underplaying his achievements.
Say, club level, kakra.
National level, he delivered.
He won the best player.
Euro, biggest tournament. You know? He was the best player for the team that won the tournament. Then he won. He was with Man City that won the Champions League, won the Premier League.
They didn't win the Champions League.
No, that season they didn't.
Season now, Madrid they win it back.
Yeah, I think they won domestic treble.
Yeah.
They won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, and then this thing. And every game, Ojirem City were not losing. Recently, people are even attributing City former Mokopano to the absence of Rodri. And if you have such an influential player in a team, maybe GDS or Vini Junior Dena Ekano, now a close contest too. You know, it was a close contest because Vini Junior, the national team, Wanyashi Rodri Abebo. Spain Euro Championship Eddie Omaji as the best player of the tournament.
And he for what you say omo perform better than Rodri or Euro.
Last season.
Yes.
Even
season
the Spanish team name no.
Was he about 10 on count?
No. Harry Kane performed better than him. Mbappe was ahead of him. Vini was ahead. Jude Bellingham. Even the Spanish team. Spain team no Fabian Ruiz was ahead. Franco you are the American. What time
Why?
Yes.
In the tournament?
Yes.
For the tournament, I would say
Fabian Ruiz was ahead.
Tournament no J best.
Yes. Fabian Ruiz
so
was
who
ahead.
was I
don't
I went for I think Omo, there were two players. Anam Fizomo ahead. He wasn't the best player for me in the tournament.
Probably Nico Yamal.
Okay. Daniel Olmo, the Spanish team. Daniel Olmo, Nico Williams, Fabian Ruiz were ahead of him in
the tournament.
Yes, in the tournament. Rodri Unya one man of the match against Georgia. It is not as if in the final he was influential.
But what did they do in their club level? Those guys. Oh,
some me go to was me tournament no je. Last year apart from European champions, will be a more Rodri baby. Ballon d'Or count. Last year, before the European tournament, nobody mentioned the name Rodri in any of the list of Ballon d'Or by. He wasn't part of any ranking. Before the European tournament, nobody talked about Rodri, even being the best player in the EPL. He wasn't the best player in the Manchester City team. He was not even the second. He wasn't ahead of Foden. He wasn't ahead of Erling Haaland. Before the European Championship, nobody talked about Rodri being the best player in the world. Now, Harry Kane free after their exit from the Champions League. Because you check Harry Kane numbers last season. Mbappe free after the exit from the Champions League. Now, is there anybody telling me that Rodri was better than Jude Bellingham last season? Jude Bellingham was he better than him? No. It is Spain team no the Benya best. And on a man Obiaka said Rodri for Ballon d'Or. He was not even the best player within the Spanish national team.
Okay. And Euro Championship. Continental Championship. Even World Cup. Performance in such tournament a very key. Very influential. Fabio Cannavaro, Nyoyano, Italy national team obey kakra so Madrid. And the NGO. No question say omo boss number 6 in this angle for no. Omo flamboyant. Omo chaboso. Enti omo contribution no. One here about Fenaya far. Rodri was top notch. And Andy, you see,
you have finally accepted that Andy, within the team he wasn't the best.
Andy, who classroom? Can I finish? Who classroom? Who mass English science, just for example. Obu ha only first or science, only first or maths, only first or English. But a be obedi second or baby. A baby and do first or Obaki Kabum no na be overall best. Rodri, shadow Premier League, doyen or FA Cup, doyen or Champions League, do be national team. Ufa each player na the Nijinawa. Uba say Obisin wa, but in almost all of these competitions, he was so close to the best. And once again, I would have voted for Vini Jr., but I will never say Oni Rodri, na gab ni a big. It wasn't because Vinny Jr. failed woefully for his national team. And footballers be an OWR or matching when at the club level. And on that, how winning the Afcon with Cote d'Ivoire, a man is so relieved because Senkwanyas are the Nankam Senkanon. National team
compare Michael Essien to Asamoah in terms of club football. Miles,
you are entering into a different.
Stick to
the context. Don't expand.
We are looking at the importance of national
team.
Are we discussing the importance of a national team?
Yes,
that is not what we are discussing.
Andy,
are we discussing the importance of a national team?
Submission. All divert.
Andy, didn't hear a national team. Yes,
but okay. We are near who say na eno all kind of the family.
Okay.
Our land.
So you major tournament, Serbia or national team. So you know the most important. Pele, bra Ben wabo in club. Just few. Santos 2 Champions League, Copa Libertadores, and some couple of league titles. But say you the influence on the World Cup are greatest, the whole world. But in club football, the NYA.
Okay.
In club football, okay, the NYA. So winning a major tournament or becoming so influential, no say you a big. Sergio Ballon d'Or no Europe for the no France for na chance till 1995 na and say ubobo wo Europe ansa na obeji first na unye European na ade na Maradona wanje Ballon d'Or. Okay. Ade na wanje da. Ade na this former Argentina me refinity 1978 influential person
Mario
Kempes ade na wanje Ballon d'Or. Ade na Pele nje Ballon d'Or. So it was Sergio Omodia. They decide what to do with it. Ballon d'Or no Sergio me a Europe for dia. It was 1995 no mo ye ne so mo ahase e wo bobo wo Europe ubetimi qualify to get that award.
Okay. You know salmon no be
me salmon up no na sa Jamie Carragher odi Ballon d'Or sala asem no Sergio eno kra de e no mfa nti ontimi mfa no nka se Afcon enye major tournament mani age ba bia do ka hye no se uyi FIFA World Cup at the FIFA level so why na football enye FIFA uyi FIFA World Cup the next continental championship no Sergio they at par eno na Daniel Sturridge ka wo studio no the Copa America, the Euros, the Asian obia competition at par
because they are omonyina so fam major awards.
Say
omonyina Afcon.
No respect how they decided to give you Sergio. Say respect he decides to give you that respect. Okay, so Yakobo Cameroon ewo Afcon ewo 2021. Okay, Ian Wright has issue neighbor. Say you disrespect Afcon. No. Can you imagine a journalist asking a player say obekwa kobo Afcon? Who journalist me bisa England player say would you like to wear the Three Lions jersey
and go and play in the
but meanwhile near catch African players they played the Euro Championship in the middle of pandemic crowd. Say you not pandemic no. They organized the competition of various nations. Eboa kopim say bedu final or Wembley. We Cameroon edgy host here. Ni nyina na ye denigrate.
Coaches are one person place ba.
Eboa Afcon. Na Sergio ni nyina o. Now you decide to respect. They decide to give respect of how say minim say the value university. Either some be denigrate and some be increase. Say your more decision. But not to based on that and say Afcon any major tournament.
Wow.
It's at par with the likes of Euros, the Copa America.
At par.
Yes, at par.
With Euros.
Yeah, at par, Sergio. Am I a continental competition?
I know, but level.
FIFA ranking, that is how it is.
That's it.
The only thing is people who vote.
Yeah,
level decide they say.
Level no. At par, but level no at the
football na ye kano. Sa na FIFA dey ato. But obi ko vote here, nipa na ko vote ne be decide they say. Uji European Championship I mean value in Africa, even though per FIFA they are the same. What I say? Any comment that will suggest say African Cup of Nations is not a major tournament. General, it's a fallacy.
Yeah.
Any question is also. You can decide to value your Euro Championship more than the Afcon.
No problem.
Fine. But at the end of the day, if you are talking about major tournament, it is a major tournament. It's a major title.
Copa America is major. Inviting nations to have a ball. More qualifies. It's me inviting nations to have a count more.
You're 10. You're more qualified. No elimination. No, Obia qualified automatically.
Rodrigo is by far the best central campista in the game today. When the going gets tough, he rescues his team by scoring his trademark goal. That is scoring at the edge of the box. Sir, on May 22nd, 2022, Rodri scored the equalizer in the last round of matches in the EPL against Aston Villa after Gundogan has reduced the deficit to 1. He also scored the most important goal in the history of Manchester City to win their first and only UEFA Champions League title against Inter Milan. So you look at his trademark goal, the equalizer yesterday against Georgia, to set the tone for the La Maroyas. His name has not been projected enough. He tackles well, controls the tempo of the game, and passes absolutely well. So the name again is Rodrigo Cascante. I'm Koba One from Ehia Nuyem. Greetings to all your panelists. What is Andy KERM talking about? I'm sorry, about some time ago. And I was like, Yabane. Emra Georgia, yeah. And then I said, man, can't say message, you know. And there, you okay. And he yentwaso MIA. Now for Eddie Basse, Sajo, Andy. Please, Mr. Andy, Rodri is the best player in City. We also watch football. Okay, Jefferson, that's not the way about. Now we can say Haaland, any friend saying what's the name? Foden,
we're ahead of you.
Better saying Rodri. But I say Rodri is the best.
Last season,
City.
Rodri. Mrs. General, before was a while come because I was in a discussion away. I was say Pele with 6 league trophies, 2 Copa Libertadores, 26 titles in all for his team.
That
is what you said.
National team. It's greatest national team.
Are we discussing about Obidian Waji?
National team,
we are not discussing the importance of a national team.
We are
it's
part of the discussion because Afcon, a national team
tournament,
and then Nipanekas a national team football, no, and yes, so important.
Again, the discussion that we are having, you having a different discussion.
No,
we are talking about we are talking about Rodri. We are talking about Rodri. And the issue of Pele and
we are talking about Mo Salah.
Not just Rodri. We're also talking about Afcon. Almost any major tournament.
Not just Franco ni awa be kind. I was talking about Rodri. Again, when we are discussing and you say you disagree, no, General.
Mo Salah.
Franco, maybe you came late.
Oh no, it was Mo Salah.
It's about to honor the cover FIFA best. Was it about Mo Salah?
Yeah,
it wasn't about Mo Salah.
Young general games, you know. Now, our own African players also contribute to this disrespect. They sometimes boycott it and give excuses not to come and play. Yeah. Happy birthday to Juliet Bouadoua or Ernest Ewo Boase, Brad Nat, Tessie, and Edi Weyaba. Yeah, African players.
Yes,
a lot of them.
Afcon qualifiers.
And I said, you calf now.
Heroes will be on this, I don't know.
Yes.
National team, look, I'm praying to Makakobo. Here, boys, season was in Chechromo. And then Ghana and other places. Same. Into no more grammar respectable tournament. Be respected when you bring them.
I think before the World Cup, England games nibi. Now coaches they cry in the Premier League select players to be more said the players will be ready for the Coupe du Monde. And I agree. And ye players here can want to away from come Sakotuba Europeans. Say ye boy Afcon cry. Na say some boy European Championship. Say last year boy Afcon. And a boy European Championship. But all the upper Africa for them koto, you know, per half time na kohe abo mutoye. Michael Otie di etuma Rodri. Otie di otuma Rodri.
Okay.
Nti ye ankrofo ne san kwa omkotoma Europeans na.
Rodri wasn't the best in the City team because Foden was voted the best player of the season at City and the best in the league as a whole. I'm in support of Andy KERM. The Obidi Abba, I don't know. Mamensha we and so Osi good morning, Sergio. I agree with Andy 100%. I like him so much. Jamil, who the way free Suhum and Abraya. Remember they chat to Amra. Na yanya discussions kakra na matches kakra ekoso. I think Rodri has been the most consistent footballer for the past 3 years and one of the most underrated. He performs so well in both national and club football. Avenga Edway free Accra and Abrayen. Yensha games no kakra.
You know, and before the game against Southampton, I was a Chelsea fans, and sorry, because they see maybe a team in Ekon, I in Kusu, said you, until they started demonstrating.
Kusu. Kusu, I see you.
Now with you,
can Kusu, I see you. That's all they call from
more man you home.
And Vansa Manguna, Ubi, Papa, the woman in a talk on us. I say, Bishop, I say. Ubi chem no pa
na man use we
so no na kasa no
say nkusu man you ready
enya so no one is ade be
man yin tv
ono one be me
ono ko to wa chene se mami
ibura
man yin tv
se Chelsea nkusu man you ibura
just for me to pass you what for
hey
they should be happy. They are not happy because
better than this.
No more problem.
Yes.
And now to say 4 no more than a honyo.
Oh, honyo. Na say nkrofo be bone.
Bokagu.
What is go bone?
Bokagu.
I can't say you. Mobo biegu. We spend 1 billion on the reliable center backs or Bokagu. You know. And now before the game, and our Chelsea fans to go about. I will send PDC benya placards and banners and no more the stadium hono. Back no match so say PDC mama we are now so. Or say no FOS, no stadium plans, no UEFA Champions League football, average squad, player trading obsession. We perfectly describe the situation of Chelsea, Sergio. So also we catch Chelsea see yeah. We the almost buy na win perfect. So our player trading obsession. Oh, na Jao Felix e bananu ya no almost had no AC Milan. Renato Vega drew her. Chelsea tam player no the Strasbourg or for we know the ha omu trade this and average squad there obi himself Robert Sanchez or Philip Jorgensen Edapu more you don't need the magician to tell you that now we tossing at there obi you Levi Cowell as 2 center backs obi here magician be so oba be catch say or 2 center backs on average or here Chelsea attack again who so more attack near average for their midfield. For me I'm cool with their midfield. Inti Kopama, Moise Casedo, and Enzo Fernandez for me. You only need a better disposition, better rules, better arrangements in midfield. So that they are near my bit me akuye. Now,
apart from Ayiba
no
stadium.
Placards now. Yeah, from the Brazil.
Chelsea is not Arsenal.
Chelsea is not Arsenal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We Blue could stop killing Chelsea. Get out of the club. We Blue Co for no thought Ballon consortium no. Click for no omo consortium no Santa Monica in Los Angeles. E ho no mo yi no. Nti omo na omo ye consortium at Ballon lead ya or the better Chelsea. Omo no omo catch omo free team nim. Now omo come and ntimi anko yi. And there's another placard Chelsea is not Arsenal. So because Chelsea is not Arsenal, the person watch and say Chelsea nye team a omo jeje results will be atu daddy. So omo the tough one ti omo nko celebration, omo qualify for Champions League, omo ko bi ache nti eno ano no. We so they nti ni nyina ne say do. Omo demonstration nyina ne say omo nye happy with the ma ekoso e wo Chelsea bobuku ni in terms of players, in terms of omo lack of qualification to the Champions League no. We are not Arsenal. Win or yes, F word in Manka. We are not Arsenal. Win or and F word no mission or say off. That's a Chelsea for you. Obianim the Chelsea here. There's no need to waste time and compare Arsenal and Chelsea. Obianim said during the Abramovich era no say and ye man ko you na say wo your coach na say wo jeje results be atuma. Mikel Obi say wo abo say helicopter na be twem e was Stamford Bridge ho. Into who no ano who say oh time o ya so ade chi ya na announcement na basa yapamo from the club inti that is it for eno a game no ekoso no you know almost start the game no na fans na crab be ni o timi kwa na mi say o ma but game no ekoso na hu say as usual omo were way to demonstrate but omo buy in e game ni now Southampton ya be kan ha no pan say any game at Chelsea because omo ntimi nche because the moment omo ntimi anche that game na chete Maresca sesa na niam no free because Southampton yetima despite their experience squad omo de akọ eside dia ba no still I almost struggle some bit me make amends in the league. Now said you Enra, for me the game changer for Chelsea in the last 2 games I Pedro Neto. Kopama say chances na ball no ntime mbo. Na hwe Chelsea kon am fa so share first goal. Me be bom kuku achi for the last game they say onye ready. Ne mind ni park no so opese ball no kra obo. But Enra said you in kuku temene and o make sure say obetimi a share first goal no. Pedro Neto from the right. Coach that man that free role and he's playing very, very well. The quick feet, the take-ons are all expected to obenya from a winger and only idea or the MI and said you Levi Cowell be ade up. Say Chelsea team a positive vibe around the Chelsea team and almost turn the defense of Southampton into shreds. I was surprised to see Joe Aribo as one of the 3 centre backs for to my friend Southampton. But what follow Southampton this season, you know, na coach na bono. Kamaldeen Suleiman again the final product. Say you, Kamaldeen ball ni kura de owo, but onya that final product den kan ho. So nya sade ne kan ho. I think say na oye consistent na ni indies na ma. As you know, I think that going forward, you know, obinya a Premier League team. I'm an chasing. So I say Semenyo is quick, he's strong, ferocious, and our excellent shooting ability and no they pushing no Premier League na obi ebo ni din. So sometimes it's not about just twist and turn, just take on, just showboating, but uria the final delivery na o de be ma o players no eno ni ade a obi a ehwe. And for me Southampton atrese said you relegation no kwa na omo ebetimi akọ nti Chelsea ade I think say Haaland say na fe na omo etimi anyama e nkuku first goal no e na etimi e bae no ohwe baby a no ugina a otimi koka ball ne to atena mu na chese ne modebo eso nti Chelsea ade the only problem is that omo games na to aso no omo betimi ato aso saa na omo etimi a fight for the top 4 because top 4 no omo abam no enya ade se ho dwo because and Nottingham Forest and so bone and omo bo against Arsenal. As a Franco Naro say Liverpool mun so be Manchester City be but in all Chelsea ade say you problem aba apart from the year kan nyina ne say ko pa obi anim problem aba e ka on keeper ball no boss any sa and no ball back it was easier to score on one pa no abobo na ma ball na fa po ne ho nti owie no okotwe on Instagram say he will be back and only idea okotwe Maresca so on need nkomo say on to ne bo ase on keep put ni composure because you know abobo no say obi anim say the game na obo no or the confidence na ebo nti the more I say chances no now confidence level na for but in all Chelsea did well. And
Rodri is not huge out there because he's the only professional footballer in history who doesn't even have any social media presence because he owns no social media handles, but he's in a class of his own. His effect in games he plays, see the void his absence alone has caused Manchester City for us to sound over £200, but to no avail. Honorable Kodoba Ajiman, and way about. Otro we know. The next year, Betina Pabam, Ojai.
But said you move
Man City for life.
Mufika will be there.
Yeah.
This is no winning.
Only this season no more winning.
You know,
man caught 3 seasons. No, but no Liverpool.
Na obesa back to Arsenal na.
Arsenal never back no.
Arsenal dey see baba. Arsenal mo nya di other baba. Nti ha no aka. And you know City in some confirm nche.
Yo. Okay,
it's honorable. E ma say di one Dr. Franco Naro mpa ne mbam.
Say so be ya dia wo ye ne den. Arsenal etu no futu tu.
Nse you be just na football na the Franco be just na the man.
There can be but that's not then them say no diko.
Say you be just na between two. E dey football na the man.
Say go for.
No this oko.
Say go you ba say go for.
Till now got 20 years 20 minutes league title.
Oko ball me catch no. So say unya brand bi. Unyini. Una no mu agogo ni ade. Amfi me.
Una so de ode ye kra so kra nsa am.
No so kra no awon dwuma sa.
Ale oya o athlete ti ala. Sadio.
Na oko ball ya say e bia say fish ni ade ote wa.
Ale na no mo enkoy.
Enkoy. The be out wheelchair.
Wow.
Yes. Otumi sorry film nante kakra de.
The last time.
Maybe all quiet ibia na so trim.
Oh, okay. Said you.
Had you. Ngokura efense ekuru. Cheche.
Ejo.
Oba fabi papa. Ana audit Emirates mu no ye beba obo audit jeans na kata so. Honorable Kojoba Ajiman, good morning. Okay, Yonko. Business class, yes, not you.
Not in them.
On sorry, Nantinere, Yonko.
Said you. And what meaning say because of time being in that time on kind of games, but and big games in a bebaso. Liverpool, Newcastle United, new game, I'll be to me, I may say. The Liverpool, you know, it's difficult to stop them. A year Anfield. They almost say Newcastle. Omunya good results against Tottenham Hotspur at the new Tottenham Stadium. Help share Manchester United at Old Trafford. But so share Omo Chelsea, Omo team and Chelsea was Stamford Bridge. Share game Omo boy against Manchester City just last time before Omo Babicha Nottingham Forest no. Away game no. Anko Yan Farm Omo. Newcastle United in as much as Omo de so any inconsistencies kakra they want to be in the Champions League. But said you at Anfield minimum so be put in a fight. But with Mo Salah presence, omu defense na look shaky. We have Fabian Shea, any Danny Ben, now share Livramento, any Luis Sola. Omu game against City no. Pep making sure say, on you see that shadow striker in Abrantia your friend Omar Mamouche. Into bien him say on left, you know 18 balls in him now on original, and he did that to perfection. Momo Edwin here. She 3 goals consider against Nottingham Forest. Our defense ni leak is over against Liverpool abebre. Nti me quite win for Liverpool. And for the game na bebas. Arsenal against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. 8 games ni Nottingham Forest lose to home. Nti away no nkoye. Away no omo consider. But away the home the last time omo against Brighton. Omo serve Brighton 7 goals. And omo dem Brighton. E kira hoden a Nuno Espirito Santo won home. In big games he stick to the 3 back. Morato, Nikola Milinkovic, and then Mourinho, Santiago 3 back. Ole Aina, Nathan Williams, now or about Ryan Yates, Dominicus, or any other midfielder or present, whether Anderson Elliott. Now I check Gibbs White, Anthony Langa, Cali Hoyson, or Doyle Christud. Anyone will beat me at choose from. Arsenal should be careful, especially since Nuno Espirito Santo decide to go in for 3 backer. They should be careful because Raheem Sterling, any Leandro Trossard, any Miguel Merino, Diomo Diama. Arsenal so far in the last 2 games, Miroma 2 goals against Leicester City, and far in the last game, a boy against West Ham United, and it was because of attacking a very weak. Both teams to score double chance for Nottingham Forest. You know, the real Barcelona against ATM, and game na ekoso, the Olympic Stadium in Munji, ATM against Barcelona. First 8 minutes, na Kessben and Julian Alvarez. And down so more presence at stadium. So everybody thought it is going to be an ATM team. Be making sure after taking 2 goals, no, Barcelona will not come back. But this is a different Atletico Madrid team. This is not the Atletico Madrid of João Miranda and then Diego Godin. When the ATM of Felipe Luis and then Juan Fran Torres and yet the Gabi Koke, Saul Niguez at ATM. Almost somebody Munugu Atenema, you will never come back. But after Julian Alvarez, this is the 2nd goal from Anton Griezmann. Basta, General, Omu making sure so Omu be speedy ATM, and Barcelona scored 4 goals. After Omunya first goal, no, Omu to associate 4 goals. Ferran Torres a chances to be Obobo Seno. Kabasa beat me at 6. He played well, but unfortunately, none of the final touched out the best na Elfem. Lami Yamal was unreal yesterday. Now, Oma Javi Gallen led back. Basa penalty was ignored. Samuelino was ignored and said, after 4-2, no BN say Barcelona Akele ATM for no. They came back and I said, almost be now 2 goals. Finally, Alexander Soloff was he enjoys playing Barcelona. Na debi a oshawo nti enu anopa osoro ye no onim se obetimi ashomo ATM se omo pese omo ko omo anim no omo performance na gina ya gino a sa defense we de all the kwako bo etie teams on attack near sharp on more quick on more creativity obebre. It was a 4-4 trailing encounter. Barca played well, ATM did a comeback, and for me, you know, I know who deserve the 2 goals no Mubenya in the final minute. Because Barca defense no high line no a yaka hansi flick or a to the beer, you know. It was so close to spaces in the car. Need the beer and it was so beam. But Barca always love to open up, play their game, and hope that they'll create chances and score. It was a good game.
All right. Mema Doc Abem ane Awal Mohammed ba enti eyekwa Mickey kakra ansana edideka no enso aba. Anthony's red card has now been cancelled by the Spanish Federation. The red card no man okay. Yeah.
I want to get
it. Don't go here and say no cancelled. All right.
But you know,
yeah.
Antonio Anadio.
Wanyade, but DNA be more marginal so cancelled red card. Because you never bring a dispute are called.
The player no yen is ani di kai ni bibi before Antonio react, but the last as Franco tell him say so be an referee ni tell him say so be o bibi a empempi o reaction and na ya na manfo ani dey ekọ nti I'm surprised so omuja you know at least o deserve a punishment for that.
Okay. Benin 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra na fe mu amohwe live on DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 me di dwa kakra na nka me koba gise bia yeah, okay. Sure. Miss Struggle, Papa. Yes.
You see, there is an interesting conversation. Is Mo Salah the greatest Premier League player now? Rio Ferdinand Edna Noabetum said he will rate Thierry Henry and Cristiano Ronaldo ahead of Mo Salah. Now, no penalty person may show almost statistics, now make a comparison analysis. These guys, how they are fared.
Okay.
You know, a quick one. Thierry Henry did 377 games for Arsenal, 42 spells, scoring 228 goals, and only 2 Premier League titles, 202-204, and he won 3 FA Cups titles. In fact, 4 Premier League Golden Boots. That is Go King Oje 4 times, and Oje Premier League Player of the Season twice. Over Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, Thierry Henry did 9 seasons at Arsenal, 8 and Okoina final one, Ebeka 9. Cristiano Ronaldo and so about 6 Premier League seasons for United, came back and do 2 and our friend 1.5. The Etienne said Cristiano Ronaldo in 229 games, scoring 283 for the 2 spells, scoring 145. Ronaldo, of course, won 3 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 2 Premier League Player of the Season awards. Now, for Mo Salah, currently, Mo Salah is in his 10th Premier League season. He did 2 with Chelsea. Chelsea, in front of 1, second one, and Shadanya. Then, and only 8 seasons with Liverpool. Oka longevity, Mo Salah is there. So far, he's done 406 Premier League games, scoring 243. In fact, Mo Salah enya 1 Premier League title, then 6 Premier League Player of the Month, but over player Golden Goal King now waje 3, and a Premier League Mvanze Goal King waje 3 in the world. General, in terms of longevity, highest number of games, highest number of goals, ni nyina call the man Mo Salah. But me fan say omumienu and omumiensa. I think that I will rate Thierry Henry ahead of the 3.
Okay.
Because of the moment. Any ball, Mo Salah will give you the statistics. But I said Thierry Henry beat my fat ball from near half after Chinko for he did it countless times. Anytime KB and KB my expanding. Yes, anytime. Yeah. But I think Salah is doing well, but I will not go here. I will not rate him ahead of both Cristiano Ronaldo.
All right,